The Jake Paul-Tank Davis fight has officially been canceled. It is off. It is not happening on November 14th. It is not happening in 9 days' time in Miami on Netflix, and I don't think it's ever happening.
Should be happening.
Hey, Mark,
I'm all right.
Wait,
No. We got that fight coming up.
You gotta beat it, bro.
This was set to be the biggest crossover boxing matchup of the year. Jake Paul versus Gervonta Tank Davis. Netflix hyped it, fans hyped it, and the boxing world was buzzing about one of the most talked about fights ever. But now it's all canceled. Right after Tank's court hearing, chaos erupted. Eyewitnesses report that Jake Paul, frustrated and emotional, threw a punch at Davis outside the courthouse. The situation quickly escalated into a full fight, leaving security scrambling. Jake's reaction wasn't random. It was the result of months of buildup now falling apart.
Jake Paul, Gervonta Tank Davis, the fight is in jeopardy. There's another, yes, I said another domestic abuse allegation against Gervonta Davis, and that may either destroy, postpone, change the entire event. There's been a lot of allegations against Tank. When things like this happen over and over, I think this is his fourth or maybe fifth allegation of domestic abuse, you kind of start to have to look at the person that's being accused of such and go, why do you keep ending up in these situations? And the way it's described, we've even seen Tank do some of the things already on camera. I don't think that's something that Netflix is wanting to be a part of at that point. I don't know if Jake wants to be involved with somebody like that, which is why they're starting to look for potential replacement.
This wasn't a minor event or an influencer stunt. Netflix had poured millions into the deal, with months of promotion. Jake had been training harder than ever. Then, suddenly, the fight was off. All that effort, all that preparation, came to nothing almost overnight.
I don't know, I'm kind of in a sad mood. People don't realize how much effort is put into these training camps. Beat up a girl, dragged her through the parking lot, punched her in the face, and it's like, bro.
So why did the biggest boxing event of 2025 implode? The answer is Tank Davis's legal trouble. Reports say he's facing new domestic violence charges, and this time, the allegations are serious.
Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis faces new abuse claims from a woman who claims to be his ex-girlfriend. This is according to our media partner, the Baltimore Banner. Courtney Russell says she dated Davis for 5 months and recently filed a civil lawsuit accusing him of aggravated battery, false imprisonment, and other offenses. She claims Davis physically attacked her a number of times during their relationship. Russell claims the most recent incident was Monday at a Miami nightclub. Davis is scheduled to fight Jake Paul in Miami on November 14th.
Sources say Tank may have violated parole from a prior domestic abuse case, and prosecutors are seeking jail time. This means the fight with Jake Paul is off, and Tank could be heading back behind bars.
Fit. Do me a favor, stock already.
Let me get,
Huh?
Let me get your pair of ankles. Yeah, I'm gonna start getting. Well,
No, let Fit deal with that.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah.
Turn around, watch this, guys. Let me deal with Fit real quick. Have Rosado come over here.
Ain't got no weapons, man. It's just your bread, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Right.
You screw. Bro, you could turn around, bro.
Damn, what's going on?
It's your ex. I don't know what it is, bro. I'm pretty sure you know, so. You got a case out of Doral. That's where you stay by? Huh?
Damn. So is that what?
Yeah.
This isn't new for Davis. His past behavior has shadowed his career for years, and this latest incident is another in a long line of issues.
These allegations against Gervonta Davis, they're very serious allegations. Anybody that's laying hands on women needs to be shut down straight away. They need to be, for me, they need to be locked up and the key thrown away. You shouldn't touch women. They're not there to be touched and have their hands laid on them. I've got 2 daughters. I've got my wife, my mother. Anybody out there who's close relationship to women knows you do not lay your hands on women ever. Don't touch them. And if you do, he should be prisoned. As simple as that. That's my take on it. It's totally out of it. It's really serious. Tank needs to get a grip and stop doing what he's doing because he's got previous. This is all alleged, don't forget. This is all allegations, so we're not trying to convict anybody here on Frotch on Fighting. We're just pointing out the facts. He's been accused of all the serious allegations from earlier. It's not good enough, and from the fight being made to the weight disparity to Gervonta Davis being a wrong-un in terms of these allegations, the whole thing is just an absolute circus.
Fans remember the 2020 incident where Tank was filmed grabbing his child's mother by the throat in public. He was arrested soon after and charged with domestic battery. Then in 2022, Tank was again arrested, accused of striking a woman during an argument. That case drew widespread attention, and now with another charge, many believe this could be the end of the line.
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her, and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that?
Okay, but don't you know...
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
Have you just talking to her though? What the information that she gave you? Can't she tell you? You
want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
All I'm just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address.
She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lip, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. What's his first name?
Gervonta.
Months ago, Jake Paul warned people about this. At press events, he called out Tank, saying he wasn't just a fighter, but a repeat offender who keeps hurting women without facing serious consequences.
Any man who puts his hands on a woman is the clown. I got you a poodle.
Now, okay. Now, since we on this, if I put my hands on females or anything like that, right? If I put my hands on females or anything like that, you know how I mean? Female, like, come on, it will be mad. You see how when I don't even want to bring up nobody thing, what's the name about that? But P did.
So when Tank left the courthouse earlier today, cameras caught Jake Paul waiting outside, and that's when the incident erupted.
Mr. Davis, what's your reaction to the sentence? What's your reaction to the sentence? Can we get your reaction to how you feel about the sentence?
Witnesses say Jake approached Tank, muttered something under his breath, and then swung. Security rushed in, but both fighters had already exchanged blows. Fans screamed, guards tried to separate them, and tensions ran high. For Jake, it wasn't just anger, it was frustration. This fight was meant to prove critics wrong. Tank was a prime, active fighter, and beating him could have changed Jake's career.
I asked you just about the criticism from the WBA ranking you number 15. What do you make of what you're hearing about that? And they said that they're looking at it again. What does that mean?
I don't fucking know. I should be ranked number 1. Everyone else can suck a dick.
With the fight now canceled, Jake is left frustrated. Add in the Netflix deal, reportedly worth millions, and the stakes are clear. That contract is frozen, the event dead, and sponsors are pulling back, all because Tank couldn't stay out of trouble.
Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, to the numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man can commit. I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account. My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my team who worked so hard prepping for this fight, sacrificing time with loved ones and kids just for this fool to lose his unintelligent mind again. It's scary that devilish men like this can rise to the top of culture and sports, including in positions of power. I hope you people moving forward look beyond his fake streetwear pieces of quote-unquote swag and search for something deeper to be a fan of. As for me, it's on to the next one. As always,
this is now the lowest point in Tank Davis's career. Just months ago, he was seen as one of boxing's rising stars, a fighter who could carry the sport into the next decade. Now, he faces court cases, public backlash, and widespread disappointment.
Tank Davis, somebody you've had some interaction with on social. What do you make of maybe the lack of discipline or arrest?
Lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Is that what you want to put it down to?
Yeah.
More than lack of discipline. Yeah. It's vile. Do you know what I mean? I don't condone that at all in the slightest. So it's not got nothing to do with lack of discipline. It's got everything to do with moral compass. And for me, that's just, yeah, it ain't right.
Every time Tank seemed to rebuild his image, something like this happened. With multiple prior offenses, sources say this could end his career, not because of his talent, but because he can't stay out of legal trouble.
No, Tank Davis has a checkered past. He had a checkered past when this fight was made. What changed? Well, obviously, 2 incidents, allegations, lawsuit. Since the fight was announced, they at the time felt like this was an opportunity for people to learn about who Tank Davis is, for him to show the world that he was a changed man, all this stuff and more. And that didn't happen, and they felt like they had to cancel the event. For the record, I feel like this was 100% the right call. You can't be a promotion that is so heavily invested in women's boxing and work with a guy who has allegations and lawsuits pending like Tank Davis does. You just can't. It's a mixed message, and what they're doing with women, I think, is fantastic. I think it's brilliant what they've done, focusing on women's boxing. It calls into question everything that they've done to build that up when you do a fight like this.
This fight was personal from the start. Jake and Tank openly disliked each other. Press conferences were chaotic, full of shouting, insults, and near fights. Jake mocked Tank's height, Tank mocked Jake's skill. The tension was real, not just hype.
He's doing something monumental in the sport, and he's actually an insane boxer. And I'm going to show that this guy who's been doing it his whole life is doing it wrong his whole life.
What'd you say, Tank? He said gonna outbox me. What to do?
Now we'll never see how it would have played out. With the fight dead, Jake is searching for a new opponent. Rumors suggest he reached out to Francis Ngannou, the former UFC heavyweight champion, who reportedly declined, saying the risk wasn't worth it.
And from what's being reported, he's aiming big. Rumors say Jake reached out to Francis Ngannou.
Whispers about Ryan Garcia surfaced, but Oscar De La Hoya quickly dismissed it, saying Garcia is focused on returning to title contention, not fighting YouTubers.
But it didn't end there, because once the dust settled on Tank Davis, Jake and Francis this morning have engaged in a back and forth, old-fashioned Twitter war. Here's Jake. Dear Francis, just say you already got humiliated in boxing and are scared to lose to Jake Paul. I accept that. You are light work, my friend, stuck in mud. Francis replies, choose your words wisely, boy. I agree that you need someone to discipline you for what you did to Mike Tyson, but stay in your lane.
Other names like Tommy Fury, Nate Diaz, and KSI have been floated, but none match the star power Tank Davis brought. Jake's team, Netflix, and everyone involved know this.
First of all, Ryan Garcia or Jake Paul wasn't close at all. Wow. They called us. I believe Nikisa called Eric. And then Eric called me and I shut it down. Like, it's just not gonna happen. There's no, it can't happen. I mean, without my blessing. So, the long story short is I have a contract with Ryan, a multi-fight contract. And we're in talks to fight somebody else. There's Barrios, who a lot of people are throwing out there for a world title, which is a huge possibility. But yeah, there was nothing serious with Jake Paul. We have a contract with DAZN, and they work with Netflix, and it just wasn't the right fight for Ryan. What we want to build with Ryan is something special. Just like we've done with Virgil and how I did with Canelo and how I've done with so many fighters. We wanna make sure that he's on the right trajectory, the right path to get to the world title, to become a star, a superstar in boxing. And that wasn't it.
Even before the cancellation, the fight stirred controversy. Purists criticized the mismatch. Jake, a heavyweight, versus Tank, a lightweight. Dana White called it uneven, saying Jake should fight someone closer to his size.
The fight's officially off. Really? Gervonta's going to jail.
He's actually going to jail?
I think he's going to jail, dude. Bro, he keeps beating up women.
Yeah.
He can't stop beating up women. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Why? So, and they can get a replacement in time.
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. He can fill in. Are you ready?
Finally, it's my time.
Even Terrence Crawford commented, questioning the message of letting a much bigger fighter face a smaller opponent. To many, this wasn't boxing, it was more like a spectacle.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb and you fucking ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis. Who do you got? Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat me.
Now that the fight is off, some critics feel it might be a blessing in disguise.
Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, they just announced the fight. What's your instant reaction to that?
I don't know what's going to happen with a 135-pounder going up against a 200-pounder. I think it's not a real fight. Jake just too big. Tank ain't gonna be able to get in from that jab. Jake land one good punch on Tank, it's over.
Still, this was a huge opportunity for Jake. The cancellation hurts boxing overall. Jake's fights bring massive audiences and revenue. Jake versus Tank could have been one of the biggest events of the year, but now it's gone, leaving the sport with scandal instead of a spectacle.
Bro, that's a fucking disgrace of a fight.
Yeah.
You know it. Just like Mike Tyson, low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it, but he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. Yeah. And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck up Jake Paul, they're going to think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis, he's actually really small. Like, when I fought him, he's small.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
Netflix is reportedly upset and reconsidering future boxing deals. If the platform steps back, it's a loss for everyone involved. That's all for today. If you liked this breakdown, leave a like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for the next update.